strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe After Hours. If you've been home quarantined, if you've been stuck in traffic because you can't move, or you're stuck in your driveway, with Brooklyn Cafe is here to say, we're here to keep you company.
So kick up your feet, grab a cold drink, and share some time with Dawn and Freddie and friends. Give us a call, share some ideas, tell us about how your day is going. It doesn't matter where you're listening from or watching, because right now, it's
Showtime!
Good afternoon.
I gotta ring bells and everything else.
I can't do the welcome. That is your TM.
Welcome to After Hours.
After Hours of the Brooklyn Cafe
I
Show.
got so many contraptions going on here. I'm gonna tell you.
We be going old school. Thank you to WWNN. You can find us on 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, and 1470 AM if you're watching us. If you're not watching us, you can go on over to Facebook or YouTube or any social media stream, and you can find us streaming at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. So kind of cross-marketing is what we get to do. Live at 4 o'clock this week on WNN. Thank you to Jody and Daniel for running everything we got going over here. How are you doing today? You a little tired? I feel like, who was the cat in...
Cat in the Hat.
No, Bugs Bunny. Or, where they, puts the toothpicks in his eyes to prop his eyes open? Do you remember that? Sylvester, maybe?
Sylvester
the cat. Sylvester and Tweety Bird. And they put the toothpicks in their eyes to sort of, prop them up, and one props up and the other one doesn't prop up. It's kind of how I feel today at 4 o'clock.
I don't know.
The angels are a-watching.
Okay,
Today
I don't know.
thud.
I'm hoping that this is working. I have no idea.
It's working.
How do you know that?
Because I'm watching.
You are?
100%. They're doing a very nice job, I must tell you. It's looking lovely. Happy Wednesday to you, as you used to call it, Hump Day. We call it the middle of the week because I told you I wasn't really...
No, today is not Hump Day.
What is it?
Today is Wapa.
Wapa. Can you spell that?
Wapa.
W-A-Pa.
Wapa. Wapa.
It's like what was the word that Slick said that day where he talked about a C unvoluted? Can you spell convoluted? He goes, C unvoluted.
Wapa.
I got to tell you, Slick's been working hard. He's sort of like the go-between between you and everybody else in the world.
Wow. Wow. Look what I just got.
I know. I just saw that.
You saw this?
Yes.
The grind?
The grid.
Ali?
Yes.
Or the grid? Mama Ali and her movie? Is this amazing?
I know.
Mama Ali, you don't call me, you don't love me. I gotta tell you.
I was just going to ask you what happened. We haven't seen her in a little bit.
She told me that I was going to have a part in the movie. I was supposed to play the policeman. Because she said, I look like a policeman, right? So the people said that I have to have the Actors Guild. I got to be a member of the Actors Guild.
You need the SAG?
Of the SAG, yeah. What did I say?
The Actors Guild,
Isn't that the same difference?
Yes.
Well, you got to be a wise guy.
Good.
After 10 hours of doing this, you're going to get in my head and wise guy me?
Wise guy you.
Really? Well, you got to be a wise guy. Anyway, today, if you can hear me, 888-565-1470, I'm going to give you a chance to do a shout out for your business and say what you do, how you do it, and maybe even why.
That's the big one. That's the big why. And how are you still doing it post-pandemic? I got to tell you, things are changing. People are doing things, but they're doing things a whole lot differently.
A whole lot different. Now, because we haven't, what's the word? A lot of people are still skeptical. Oh, there's got to be a catch and yada, yada. So we grab somebody from the street.
Pretty much.
She's a businesswoman, and she has a fantastic night. She's going to talk about it herself, but she's in studio.
She's in studio here live at WNN.
And we're going to ask her, did we ask her for any money or anything like that? We didn't ask for nothing. She said, come on down.
Well, that's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
Because after the show, she's got clothes in her car that I'm going to try on. So she actually is now my personal shopper.
Oh, no. You're going to buy clothes.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't mean that we bribe
Oh,
her.
no. I'm going to be buying clothes because I'm not a big fan of shopping outside of the comfort zone of because I don't have time, like most working women. Who has time to actually go shopping for clothes? It becomes a necessity, not a need or a want. It's a necessity for clothes.
Well, and then I have a gripe You don't do men's clothing, do you?
Not yet at the moment.
Well, we gotta get that hooked up because there's all sorts of men that are gonna see this today and say, "Why doesn't she do men's clothing?"
And the thing with business is you do what you do when you can do it. So apparently I do scroll through social media. We do postings. We've got clients that we do social media coverage for. And I must have come along this lovely OK Me clothing, and I sent it to our booking producer. And then she came with the most loveliest of clothes. And I'm thinking, wow, these clothes are really nice. How'd you find her? So Bianca said, you sent her to me.
Is that what Bianca told you?
Yes. Because I screenshot people that I want to meet. And I send them to our producers, and they call, they book, and they come in. And her clothing line, she came in with the cutest clothes today. You and I have talked about for 5 years of having a clothing line.
Yes, I asked you, and you don't pay no attention to it.
Well, my one concern was how in the world are we going to grow a radio presence, promote businesses, and deal with clothing line? Other than our merch store, which if you check out our afternoon show, I had a lovely hot dog shirt on today that you can find in our merch store. So you can check out our website
Did
always
you like that?
at brooklyncafe.tv. Click on shop. You will see our merch store. There's a hot dog shirt. It's a really nice cotton blend. It's blue with hot dogs on it. Plus our Brooklyn Cafe show shirts, hoodies, and mugs. So that's a whole little bit of our merch store. But we never talked about other clothing, and people stop me all the time. Where do you get your clothes? Where do you get your clothes? You look so cute. Where do you get your clothes? Now, actually, my clothes can come to you through
guys.
OK Me. You don't even have to go to a place.
Yes, Daniel.
I got Wayne on hold.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's get to. We're gonna lead it off with our in studio guest. Wayne, don't go away. We're gonna get to you in a second. Wayne's actually calling.
Hey, Wayne from Dignity
So what I'm
More.
gonna do is I'm gonna try to get you and her together here. Give me a little. No, you stay right there. I got you. I got you.
You got us. That's a nice backdrop. I really
Yeah.
like
Let
that a
take
lot.
care of it.
But we've got Okami with us in studio, and she's got a lovely clothing line. So welcome, Okami. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Tell us about your clothing line.
Well, my clothing line pretty much is for women of everyday women that don't have time to shop or want a complete set of something. You can come to Okami Lux Clothing, and we have everything for you. To bathing suits, to two-piece sets, dresses for you to go out, something casual, things along those lines. And we do have unisex Okami Lux merch products such as t-shirts, hoodies that men can purchase on the website as well.
I'd ask you how
Oh, I
you
didn't
came
know
up
that.
with the name, but that is your name.
That is my name. My name is Okami. It means wolf. It's Japanese. It's actually a wolf goddess. And if you look on PS2, there's actually a game
Called Okami?
Yes.
A wolf goddess.
Yes. So the inspiration came from actually the PS2 game.
So fun fact, look at Okami's nail, Freddie. Look at my nail, Freddie. Holy
We're connected.
smokes. We're like palm tree nail art
Is
sisters.
this a trick question?
Just telling you, right?
Are you sure this is not?
How funny is that, though, by the way? She's like, look at your nails. Our nails match. And we've never met. We've never had this conversation before.
Never.
Really?
But what I really love about Okami is that I said, where are you located? She tells me Tamarack. Where's your brick and mortar? And where is your brick and mortar?
I don't have one because I'm mobile. I can come to you. I could actually, you can get your friends together and then we can have a little party, a trust party.
And what is the inspiration behind your clothes? Because they are so unique. You will not see them on anybody else.
You know, I like when I watch other boutiques and they put their things out, it's nice, but some of the stuff is really risque. Like, you know,
Yeah.
showing too much of everything, and that's something that I don't want. Like I buy the clothes that I would wear myself in my boutique. So
And it's a mobile boutique. The price point is amazing. Where does it start?
it starts between $17 to $50 is the max.
And that's
price.
for a complete outfit.
Yes, that is for a complete set. You can find sets for under $35.
And some of them were so cute. She had that cute little gold spandexy skirt, and you said, it's not a whole lot of clothes. And Okami says it covers just enough. But it does. Long
Yes.
skirt, short top, and some of them are reversible. I love the little silver sequin dress. You can
Yes.
kind of reverse it front
Yes,
and
it's
back.
multifunction. So if you don't you want to switch up the size, you can switch it up to the front, or you can have it in the back.
And a lot of two-piece suits. So ladies, if you don't like suits or if you do, these are unique because they're a silky satiny feel, the ones you brought in today.
Right. Yes, they were like the satin feel. I have a lot of cottons. I have spandex for those that we cater to everyone,
All sizes.
all sizes, from small to 3X.
And people just need to call you. And so how do you know if I call you and I say, okay, me, can you come to my house? I really need some new clothes. How do you judge what you're going to bring? Because I can't imagine you bring an entire boutique with you.
Well, I also send them the website, so because everything that I have is on the website. So if they pick out the things that they like, I transport it over to their houses. We have some nice wine. We talk. We try on clothes, and everyone's happy. Like, sometimes I know going to the store is too much. I know for me, I have anxiety.
And but a lot of people have anxiety about getting back out there, and it's a whole other thing we were going to talk about is mental health aspect of getting back out there, doing what you want to do, but you feel a little bit uneasy. Now you don't have to. You can have clothes brought to you, which is amazing. What about like a ladies' night out party?
Oh, yes. Ladies' night out, we can doll you up if you need your lashes done, because OK Me Lux is also a beauty service as well, because we dabble in lashes.
Lashes, a little bit of microblading.
Yes.
You can have a glass of wine, get some clothes, have some fun with your girlfriends. And these are all one-of-a-kind pieces.
Yes. All one-of-a-kind pieces.
So, no one's going to be walking around like you're going to be walking around. Freddie, you and I cannot wear matching clothes.
No, we can't.
So don't worry about that. One-of-a-kind pieces.
I'm not, but she had me she visits the house, and there are organizations that can network with what she does, because you can do raising money, raising awareness, anything.
Oh,
Even,
yes.
I was thinking about, we have an author coming as well. There's a lot of things that you can mix and match this with, which I'm really excited about.
And how has business changed for you?
In the beginning, business was rough, but with time and good marketing strategies and being creative, like I feel like COVID pushed everyone to be creative. You had to be creative during this time if you were a small business owner. So like reaching out to friends, having little small intimate parties with them. Like I've had friends, like even though the world was shut down, people were still doing things behind the scenes. So, just helping friends out with a little photo shoot if they needed clothing. Like I tried to keep myself busy so that I didn't fall, in a slump. And yeah, you have to keep up with what's going on right now.
Has marketing changed from before the pandemic to now?
Yeah, it has. It has some. It's just now I've been more person to person marketing. That's
the networking. It's that
the
face-to-face
networking,
thing.
yes.
It definitely helps with the marketing. And you're so personable and so beautiful. And your
Thank
clothes, I'm
you.
telling you, ladies, you definitely want to check this out. What's the website for people can find it?
The website is Okami Lux Clothing, and I'm going to spell that. That's O-K, A as in Alpha, M as in Mike, I, Lux, L-U-X-E, clothing.com.
And what made you even start doing this clothing line? Because this was not your back. Well, it was, but it wasn't.
Right. It was, but it wasn't. I was working for a dental insurance, and I was tired of my bosses. I was depressed, and literally the boutique is what got me out of the depression. Like having that purpose, having something to look forward to wake up to. This is what I have to do every day. I can't let the depression hold me back. I have to move forward and keep things going and hold the fork down.
Word today seems to be confidence.
Yes.
And you were with us as we were talking
yes,
about
I
and
love
how
that
that word
conversation.
evolved. Is that part of what kept you going?
Yes, it was definitely the confidence. I had to rebuild my confidence because, the place that I was working at, when you work for places, you have bad bosses. We have bad bosses. And sometimes the bosses have bad days. And sometimes it's not their fault, but the things you say can affect other people, no matter if you had a bad day or not.
That's true. And you don't realize it, but you can yell and rant when it's your business. But it affects, does that trickle down to all your employees in the office?
Oh, yes, for sure. Yes.
And they're asking, inventory is not a problem. You have plenty of inventory,
Yes,
correct?
I have plenty of inventory.
And you can make stuff that people want as well if they give you
Yes.
an idea.
I am also a
She's a
seamstress.
seamstress.
I'm a jack of many.
Many trades.
Yes.
You know, the pants outfit with the
Beautiful.
stripes and the one with little ties in the front was really cute. The gold little two-piece kind of thing, adorable. It's a great night out for the summer. You put on a little pair of sandals or some strappy heels and you're good to go.
Okay. Let's move on. Stay right there. Let's move on because we have Wayne on this set, and I want to bring Wayne over because I expect to have a few people to call in. Let's bring Wayne over. Shout out Boca.
Hey,
Say
guys.
hello. How are you, Wayne?
Very good. Yourself?
Good. I'm gonna have her go over to your wife's house to spend your money.
His wife is an independent businesswoman, so you know.
Yeah, I know, but she doesn't know what Wayne does. Wayne hides the secret stuff.
What's happening, Wayne? I know Dignity Memorial has some great offers for anyone that's listening as part of our Brooklyn Cafe and WWNN family.
Yes. So you've joined our general benefit program. So it gives people, listeners, a guaranteed 10% off making any arrangements, pre-arrangements, cemetery purchase, or cremation plan. And this is something that any business can join. It's free to join, and it gives your employees and their spouses and both of their parents and grandparents discounts. Heaven forbid something happens to them or one of their family members. It gives a discount anywhere in the Dignity Memorial Network, and also gives a discount for any pre-arrangements.
And any business that wants to join this, it's free of charge, but a tremendous amount of benefits. And Wayne, if they're not a business, but they just want to get their pre-need plans in place, you've got some great specials I know running through July.
Sure. So we strongly recommend that everyone do this. If you're of the age where you have a life insurance plan or a retirement plan, estate plan, this should really be part of it. There are huge benefits in doing it ahead of time. Not only are you saving your family a lot of money, but a lot of heartache. If something happens unexpectedly, then they don't have to guess what you would have wanted. Things can be in place ahead of time. We have discounts. We have the Neptune Memorial Reef, which, if you haven't heard of that, it's just off the coast of Miami. It's the one-of-a-kind sea burial where your cremated remains are actually mixed with concrete and made part of a man-made reef that we're building. In the second phase, it's the artist made it look like the lost city of Atlantis. It's pretty cool. I'm doing that. You can get your remains mixed and put into part of the main structure, or you can get a fun shape like a starfish or a mermaid or a turtle with a permanent copper plaque. You can also get your cremated remains sprinkled or scattered over the reef and with a permanent plaque on there. So there's a 15% discount on any Neptune Memorial Reef placement with 15% down. And then the balance is put into a 0% interest payment plan for up to 5 years.
So you can put
That's
any
there on offer.
any program in place. You just got to give Wayne a call and tell him that you heard it here on WWNN, that WNN sent you, or the Brooklyn Cafe Show sent you, or Dawn and Freddie. I actually just finished my plan last week, and of course Wayne gave me the 10% on the last two items I added to mine. I got a new contract, and it's all good to go now.
And everybody that's listening today, including our present guest, is included now in the umbrella.
Correct.
All they got to do is say, "Hey, I want." You call Wayne, you say, "I heard it on Brooklyn Cafe," and boom, you
And
qualify.
10% is a lot. When you're putting everything together, Wayne will work with you. If you feel more comfortable working with a female, Wayne has Jackie, his other counterpart, which is she's more than happy to help as well. They will do anything they can to help. We had a
Yeah.
great ladies' night.
Yes, we do lots of events as well. So if you're part of a group or a business, we can come and do a presentation, bring catering. The previous woman talking about, how she can come and do a party. We can do something similar. You can host a pre-planning party. You get some special discounts. We'll bring catering and wine, and we can show you the different options. We encourage everyone. We've got those savings that we mentioned, but the major savings are locking in. When you put your pre-arrangements in place, you're locking in today's prices, and you're avoiding all cost inflation, even if that's decades later. And that would be the best case scenario where you're making your own pre-arrangements, or you can also pre-arrange if you've got an aging parent or a spouse who's reluctant. You can do the arrangements for them, and you're saving, hopefully decades of inflation. And the data clearly shows that prices have been doubling every 7 to 10 years. So you can do the math. You're potentially saving your family a lot of money, and like I said, a lot of heartache as well, because unfortunately, unlike a lot of other things, this is something 100% every one of us is going to need, hopefully later than sooner. So we encourage you to find out what the options are. I think you'll be surprised about what the costs are. We can do, quite flexible payment plans. What the day-to-day, month-to-month costs would be is very little compared to waiting and paying the highest possible price later on.
Actually, when I want to introduce Jackie, we interviewed 100 plus women who care South Florida yesterday, and we're going to be working in conjunction with them. And part of what I was talking to Ann Bettinger about, and she's with Raymond James, is that when women invest and women are looking for financial security, they're balancing a lot of things. And I'm sure men do also, but as a woman and what we do for women in business, family, business, healthcare, making sure everything is T's crossed, I's dotted, all of that needs to be done instead of just investments. We want to make sure it's all taken care of, which is so much why I did it. So I'd like to introduce Jackie to them, and they give back to charities. I think it'll be a nice introduction that we can do to bring
Great,
more
yeah.
women out, more women in
Sure.
business together.
Fantastic.
And I
love
know
it.
they would love to be a part of the plan also. Because it's not just for business, right? Organizations, foundations, they can do this as well like we did.
Yep, any organization can join. So like Delray Chamber of Commerce have joined, for example. So all businesses that are a member of the Delray Chamber have access to that. A lot of church groups join. I'm doing a presentation on Saturday with Veterans Purple Heart Organization. So they're just looking to join. So any group can join for that membership program. And that gives access to those discounts anywhere in our network, not just here in South Florida. So if someone, a member or an employee's parents, for example, let's say they lived in Chicago and one of them passed away, they could get a 10% discount on a funeral in Chicago or discount on a pre-arrangement. So that's anywhere in our network of over 2,800 locations.
And Wayne, let's also touch before we go to commercial break. Getting Uncle Arthur out of the closet is your tagline for a promotion that you've got going on right now.
Yes. So, any listener, if you already have a loved one that's passed away before, where you have the urn in the house, the cremated remains in the house, you're not sure what to do with it, we're offering a free scattering at our cemeteries in Lake Worth or West Palm Beach for the month of July. So we can help you with that.
What's the best way to reach you?
The tagline is, isn't it time for Uncle Arthur to come out of the closet? Bring your urn out, and we can help you do that scattering for free. So anyone can reach me anytime, 561-654-9000. That's my direct number. Otherwise, you can look on our main website, dignitymemorial.com. You can easily search for our locations in the area. We have 250 locations throughout Florida. Again, 2,800 if you're listening from further afield throughout our network, including Canada and Puerto Rico.
Awesome. Wayne, thank you so much. Wayne will be joining us again on Friday at the Brooklyn Cafe on our midday show, but so many great benefits that Dignity Memorial is offering in conjunction with WWNN where you're listening, or if you're watching us on the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Give Wayne a call, 561-654-9000, or you can text him and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Wayne, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you Friday. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more live from WWNN. Give us a call at 888-565-1470. Just ask for Freddie. It seems what they do. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Hey, Freddie, where have you been?
Hey, I went to get a cup of coffee.
Doesn't matter where you've been, because right now it's time to get back in your seat, buckle up, because After Hours is back. Hey, Freddie, where you been?
I didn't expect that.
Hey, Freddie, where you been? Yeah, we're running 2 spots. Daniel, nice job, Daniel. Thank you very much
You
for
only
playing.
running 2 spots?
2 spots
Were
and
you
2
ever gonna
spots.
let me know?
I forget what I should share and what I should not share.
Oh, really? Really?
You know, this is our 4th hour of being live today, is all I can tell you.
I'm exhausted.
And if my parents are watching or listening, they're going to say, she was a very shy child. I can't believe she actually talks to
Your
people
parents
for a
are actually
living.
watching.
That I actually talk to people for a living is the funniest thing.
Do they know what you do for a living?
I don't think anyone knows what I do for a living.
I don't even
What
know
do
what
I
you
do
do
for a living? I don't know. Apparently, we've got clothes being delivered to me. We've got great vodka and Grumline that we work with, Gubba Rum we work with. I hope Steve is feeling well.
He called me. He's actually trying to get up and move around.
Good.
And, I told him to rest. We will call him tomorrow. We just had no time today.
So our good friend Steve Gubb of Gubba Rum, you can find if you like rum or you don't, check this one out. You're going to like it anyway. Infused with coconut or vanilla. Gubba Rum is gold and silver. You can find that at Boca Liquors. You can also find that at Total Wine down at Monty's. A lot of areas.
Different type of rum. It isn't your regular rum. It has a whole different taste to it.
Oh, so that'll be on Friday. It's almost Friday, isn't it?
It's
Is it
almost
Friday someplace?
It's Friday in Europe.
Right? Okay, me. It's Friday someplace. You know, we usually say it's 5 o'clock someplace. It's Friday someplace, so we can start our networking events.
Friday any day.
And actually, we should be talking about our networking events. We're kicking off our first official networking event coming up the end of July. You're going to find some more information and flyers on that. We're kicking off a book signing this Friday with Goldie Wynn. She'll be joining us talking about her road to redemption. And we've got, who else we have coming on Friday? We've got a numerologist coming. We've got a whole lot of people coming in. And then last night they said, do you want me to come on Friday? You want me to come on Friday? Should I come on Friday? And what do you say?
Yes.
Yes. So,
I think you should
going to
come.
have a lot of people coming on Friday. It's always our Gubba Friday
Well,
to
you're
start your
trying to
weekend
get-
off right.
You're trying to get in front of people, right?
Yes.
So if you got a lot of people, it makes for a better party. You
And
should
there is
come on
really,
Friday.
okay, me, there is, as you
Listen.
said, there's nothing like face-to-face
I'm with you.
networking. You coming Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back on Friday. Everybody. We'll put them in the rafters. Now, Lou is calling me. I sent him the number, and he's calling me.
You know what I love about Lou from All County? Is that he's had a show with you for how many years?
4 years.
And he airs every other Monday, right?
Every Monday.
So he knows the radio station's phone number.
No, and he's calling me. And he said to me, you didn't call me. So now I called, and every year he's still calling.
Do you know today's
I'm on the
National
air.
Mac and Cheese Day?
Is it?
Really?
I know. We have this cute little thing that one of our producers put together and lets us know that today is National Mac and Cheese Day. But a whole lot of things are happening Friday. Mental health. Someone sent us a pitch on mental health and what's happening in the workplace and what keeps people going. What keeps your confidence up enough that you can keep going in business? And if your business isn't going to make it, what do you do to find another way?
Well, you
Because
know,
sometimes you just can't keep going. Sometimes your business says, you know what, this isn't working, but life goes on. You have to find another day. But I want to know, and we want to know, what keeps you going? What gets you up every morning and says, I'm going to try this?
that's right. And you know what? It isn't always guaranteed to work. But this is why God created the shower head.
Or the eraser, the shower head.
The shower head.
Explain, please.
Because you go in there, you wash it all off, you come out, you start again.
Have you noticed it's a true thing?
It is a true. It's
Right?
very true.
Do you do the same thing? You go in the shower, you wash off, and go, okay, we're going to do this again.
Brand new day.
And you walk out and you get back to work and boom, something falls or something crashes. We got to keep going
I got
again.
Lou
It's been
on
that
hold.
kind of week.
Okay, let's bring Lou over because this is going to be fun.
Oh, was Lou on the phone?
Yeah.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, how are you guys?
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully well. How are you all doing?
We are fantastic.
Lou from All County Health Care. It's been with me 4 years, right, Lou?
Say that again?
You've been with me 4 years?
4 years.
Lou, tell us about All County Healthcare.
Well, All County Healthcare has been in business for 40 years. You know, we're a Medicare certified agency. We both do private care and we also do clinical care. Clinical care, I mean, that's with the RNs, the PTs, the OTs, speech therapy, and we have a special treatment for anyone suffering from COPD or any respiratory disorder, if they're suffering from a respiratory problem. We're the only company in the Tri-County area that basically can help relieve some of their breathing problems, what we call interpulmonary ventilation system. For instance, if you have COPD, unfortunately, those poor people have problems breathing. They're usually in and out of the hospital going on a breathing machine. Well, we could provide that same program for them in their home, whether if they're Medicare qualified, Medicare will cover it. If they're not Medicare qualified, it's possibly that even their own private insurance will cover it, or they can pay for it. And it's worth it. I mean, they end up with getting 11 treatments, or as many treatments as they want, and they'll see a tremendous, tremendous difference in their breathing. We save tremendous amount of lives, tremendous amount of rehospitalization with our unit. If people go to our website, it's called allcountyhealthcare.com. Go to our IPV unit, interpulmonary unit. I think it says on the heading, it might say respiratory. If you go to that and see what the people have said about it, you'll pleasantly be surprised.
You know,
We do a radio show every other Monday. We might be doing it every Monday, bringing on the leading doctors. And Freddie, I think we're going to do a show where we're going to even bring the IPV unit in and invite people with
Yes.
COPD
Yeah.
Yeah.
to come on in and try it.
Yeah, so
Free.
we're gonna hold our first networking deal when I finish putting the kitchen together and everything else, and they're gonna come in. They're gonna talk to doctors and people. I think it could be a whole lot of fun. Lou's gonna kick it off for me.
That'll be fantastic. And the way healthcare has changed, sometimes they send you home from the hospital when maybe you could really use a few more days of treatment, but because of insurances, you're cleared to go home. You may not feel up to par, but that is where All County comes in and they can send nurses, therapists, treatment, IPV, COPD treatment into your home so you have the comfort of your home to recuperate and fantastic care. And I can tell you firsthand, they took care of my mom really, really well after she had her bypass surgery.
And you got to understand, this home care treatment that we give people, whether they get a hip surgery, a knee surgery, or they have a wound care problem, or respiratory disorder, or anything else, that's covered by Medicare under Part A. There's no cost to the patient. So if the patient, they don't have to worry about it. They're on Medicare, straight Medicare. There's no cost to the patient. They're entitled to that. As a matter of fact, even if you're on an HMO, you're entitled to home care. So again, that is free to the patient through Medicare. So we would like to invite anyone who's going into the hospital or just needs home care. You tell their doctors, listen, I heard about All County Healthcare, and I prefer to try them. You know, we have a tremendous amount of nursing staff. You know, a lot of the agencies can't find nurses. We have a tremendous amount of nurses that are with us, been for years. And they, you know, as you can see, we have a 4.5-star rating with Medicare and a 5-star rating with customer satisfaction. So you can't get any better than that. So, folks, remember, this is what folks don't understand, Dawn and Freddie. A lot of people listen to what their doctors say, but home care is your choice. If the doctor's saying, I want to send you this agency or that agency, you could tell them, listen, I heard about All County Healthcare. I want to try that agency. And don't let them change your mind because, you know, for some reason he might be changing your mind. It's your choice where you want to go. And I get very frustrated with some of these doctors where patients picked All County and some of these doctors changed them to send to another agency that maybe they're a medical director for. Who knows? But again, remember, All County is the agency you want to use.
And how's the best way for them to call for an evaluation?
And they can come in for free evaluation. Matter of fact, if they have COPD and they don't have insurance, we'll be happy to give them an evaluation to see if they qualify for this under Medicare. Or, again, for a very small fee, they can get treated at home. If they have no insurance or the insurance don't cover it, they can still pay for the services.
What's your phone number,
And
Lou?
when you can't breathe, no amount of money is too much.
What's the best number to reach you?
They can reach us at 954-717-7027. That's 954-717-7027.
Give
And
them
they
a
can
call.
call our office. They can talk to one of our case managers, Donna Brown. She can answer your questions. John Kelly can answer your questions. Norma Wallace can answer your questions. Just call, or they can call me at my cell, 954-401-8526.
Awesome.
I don't
Thank
give
you.
my cell out to everybody, but for this situation, I'm going to give my cell to anyone who wants to call me and talk to me about that. It's 954-401-8526.
And we have an open invite the 19th. Lou's going to be doing a show on Monday night. It goes on at 6:30. If you want to come up and see the show, you can stay here. We got chairs. Or just talk to Lou before or after the show, or even during the show, whatever you want to do.
Ask a lot of questions.
If you have questions, it's the best way to get them answered. It's in person.
Great. Lou, thanks so much for calling.
Hey, thanks for having me on, and remember, stay healthy and stay safe.
Stay healthy,
God bless
Lou.
everyone. Thank you for the appointment. Bye.
Lou Biazzi of All County Healthcare. Give him
I
a
gotta
call.
tell you, Lou's been with me pretty long time.
I got to tell you, when I watch or listen to the two of you banter back and forth,
Me and Lou.
you and Lou, that's a whole nother show.
But we respect one another.
Yes.
He has his opinion, I have mine. But I got to tell you, I got to tip my hat because Lou has staying power. He's been with me through this whole ordeal. He's been there. I've been there for him, whatever he needed. He's been with me since the iHeart days when we started.
Really? The one thing I got to tell you about guys, about men, that I always find impressive in business is, at least for you, you can agree to disagree, and you keep going. You can even have an all-out, yelling, loud conversation, and at the end of the day, you keep going. And your clients stay your clients year after year. So it's not to say that people don't have differences in opinions, but you seem to always work it out. So credit to you for that.
Well, Lou has decided now he's the host because he's gone to a host.
But I
and
don't
host.
mean Lou. I just mean in general. I've seen you've
Listen,
had clients
man,
for a long
me
time.
And Wayne, we don't argue. Me
Not
and
you
Jane
and
don't
Wayne.
argue. I don't argue with guys. Lou, I argue with. Steve, I argue with. Steve has been with me 8 years.
I know.
But I argue with Steve because we have different opinions of the same question. He goes from the left, I go from the right, or he goes from the right, I go from the left. But it's we get to the same point. We're in this because it's a living, it's a job. We want to provide a service. You want to do what we do. I mean, you may have an argument with somebody about fabric. It's the right color, but the wrong fabric. And then you make it work, and you're friends again. It is what it is.
Yeah. And you keep going.
You
we
agree
have
to disagree.
Yeah, we have arguments
You
too.
and me?
Yeah.
Never.
Just mutual disagreements.
It is, but at the end of the day,
I'm usually
we
right.
find
That's not true.
you
though.
are usually right.
No. How
At the
many
end of the
times
way-
do I tell you? I hate to tell you this, but you're right again.
Very rarely.
We just go at it at a different way.
Very rarely.
You're just a little bit crankier than I am.
Don't go down that road. It's just been that kind of week. But
has
at
really
the end
been
of the
that kind of
day,
week.
at the end of the day, when it happens, and then I sit there, and you know something, there's always this thing where you don't want to be right, because right means it's the wrong deal, and you don't want to be right. Here you sit, I'm sitting here and say, I told you this was going to happen, but I don't want to be right. I'd rather be wrong. And here we are. And here we are.
But you and I keep going. This is going old school for us.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and we're asking people who are listening to the show, call in 888-565-1470. I don't care what kind of business you got. You could do the Piragua Man dance.
And Jane Goldie Wynn, she's watching. Yes, the Win-Win Situation will be performing on Friday at the cafe at 12 o'clock, as well as promoting her book launch, which will be on August 20th.
She
So you
should be calling.
I know. So, Goldie, give us a call.
Goldie, call.
888-565-1470. 1470. You and Dave, give us a call, or you just give
I
us a
have
call.
Lucky on hold.
Oh, Fuego in the house.
All right. Who do we have on?
Lucky.
Lucky. How you doing, Lucky?
Hi, beautiful. I'm doing good, doing good.
Lucky is.
How are you?
Lucky, are you at work?
Well, I work from home. I went to the office today, but I mainly work from home. And then I wanted to call earlier, but I had to pick up my daughter's summer camp, doing a little bit of everything.
Tell us, Lucky, about your business, because right now home prices, home sales are soaring. But for people to qualify for these houses to go through, what do they need to do to contact you?
Yeah, so the first step is to, if anyone's trying to buy a home and they need a loan, is to get pre-qualified. So not only you get a pre-approval letter from me, but also you get a loan quote, a loan estimate. So that way you know the cash you need and you know where every money is going to for what transaction, in the purchase. So I talk to the person, learn, first, we have to learn what is their plan, what are they trying to do, or, what type of home they're trying to buy and so on. So I learn from the person, and we do an application. I look at credit, the income, I look at the assets, and I create an application, and I give them a pre-approval, so that way they know what is their max. And they decide. Some people get a max amount that they can buy, and sometimes they don't use the maximum amount that I pre-approve them.
What's the name of your company?
I work with Cardinal Financial, and my website is homeloanwithlucky.com.
And how long is a pre-approval ready? So if I got a home loan and I got pre-approval, but I can't seem to find a house, how long is it good for?
If nothing changes, normally when you provide an offer, they're going to ask you for the pre-approval letter. They want a new letter. But if nothing changed, if your income doesn't change, nothing has changed in your situation, I can just go in and print a new one with a new date. So normally, 30, 60 days, and I always ask them, if there's any changes. And then sometimes I just have to ask for an update. So if you give me new documents for your income, and that's it, and I give you a new letter.
Now, I got to tell you, Lucky makes it really sound simple. But when a person comes to see her, depending on what the credit score is, what you got to work with, the history, pay stuff, proof of income, proof of employment, the whole nine, because they want to know everything about you. She has to size you up as to what loan you qualify. Now, there are many different type of loans, correct, Lucky?
Yes. Yes. So, of course, it's what I do. I love what I do. That's why I said just give me the documents, leave it to me, and I make it look like it's easy. But, yes, it's like a puzzle. It's different parts that have to come together, and it will determine what interest rate, what programs. There are many programs with many different type of loans. We look at one of the things that Freddie, we look at what debts they have, like what liabilities they have.
The ratios,
so putting the puzzle together, then we'll determine, where they are.
What about that down payment situation?
Down payment, exactly. So depending on the situation of the person, if you're a first-time home buyer, their programs say you only need to put 3% down or 3.5% down, depending on the program or the loan. There are some communities that, based on many factors that I'm not going to mention now, but some people need to put 20% down, or 10% down. So there's many puzzles. So after they're looking for a house, something that my customers tell me that it helps a lot is so they see a house and they send me the address, and I try to put the house in the puzzle. So I try to put the house in their application to see how it looks in paper. And so then they see and they're like, okay, we're going to put an offer in this house because I like how the numbers look.
That's called the back end method. It's very nice.
You like that?
Of course I like that. Because
Freddie knows this. Freddie used to do this a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, I did this for a minute. I got to tell you, the back end method works because psychologically the person now is motivated. And there ain't nothing better than a motivated buyer because she can ask, listen, I need an explanation on this credit, this. and you bring it and you provide it and you're ready to rock and roll because she's backing into the house, you're qualifying for the house, and boom, not the other way around.
But right now it's so hard because you can find a house and 10 other people found the house and you get pre-qualified, and next thing you know, you're looking for another house because somebody else got the house. This market is just, you have to get that pre-qualification.
But the seller has to find a house too.
Yeah, I know.
So you got to double head it here because
Exactly. Yes.
you ain't gonna put all your gains into
That's
buying
true.
a property, and she can explain the negative side to doing that. Everything, it depends. You can buy a house cash or not. There are reasons not to. There are reasons. It all depends on your tax structure.
And there are appraisals and
Yes.
everything you have to do. Lucky, what's the best way for people to reach you?
They can call me on my cell phone. It's 561-454-8444. And people can call me just if they have any questions, and they don't have to apply right away. Sometimes with a free consultation, a conversation, I learn from them, and sometimes I give them guidance, and I said, okay, based on what you're telling me, let's wait and you apply in 3 months. Or, okay, let's apply now, and I give them still guidance. And then some people that apply with me now, not because of trying to find a house or not, but based on their situation, they decide to then, wait, change something, maybe to get more down payment, maybe to improve their credit. It can be many different things. So they can call me with any questions, and I'll be so happy to help them and guide them, what is their next step.
Fantastic.
Lucky, do you work on improving the credit, or do you work with an agency, or do you use an independent?
We have, doing loans and applications, we learn the credit and how it works. However, there's many, there are experts that only do that. So it depends what the customer wants. Sometimes if they need help.
I have one for you. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. So because dale, because sometimes if someone needs
Wepa.
help, dale, do it.
I'm gonna tell you, this lady reminds me of Lucky. She reminds me of Lucky. They could be sisters. That's why Veronica and her, I think, will work like hand in glove.
All right. And Lucky's going to be there on Friday doing Fuego 2.0.
Yes. Maybe we'll bring Veronica.
And we're working on putting a show around your daughter also.
And if you show up, hey, maybe you'll be treated to some clothing too.
Okay. I'll be there Friday.
See?
Perfect. We're going to have the first networking party.
I'm going to need some more Gubba rum is all I can tell you.
We got to get something.
We got to get something. Lucky, thanks so much for giving us a call. Give Lucky a call, 561-454-8444. Find out what you need to do to get pre-qualified for your next home purchase. Let's take a commercial break.
Thank you, Crazy Freddy. Love you.
Thanks, Lucky. Love you. We'll see you on Friday.
All right, honey.
Let's take a commercial break. Give us a call. Let us know how your business is going. 888-565-1470. Just ask for Freddie. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
When your property suffers from water, mold, fire, or biohazard, you need a professional remediation company that is fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Rescue Clean 911 offer 24/7 emergency service with 1-hour response times now in your area. Water, mold, fire, biohazard. Call now 1-833-253-2699.
Handling the hard jobs with a soft touch.
Hey, Freddie, where have you been?
Hey, I went to get a cup of coffee.
Doesn't matter where you've been, because right now it's time to get back in your seat, buckle up, because After Hours is back. And we are back. Where's my cup of coffee?
You know, that thing scares me.
You know, sometimes we record things so quickly we don't even pay attention to what we do till we listen to it. It sounds so funny.
I remember recording that.
But our good friend Steve Gubb of Gubba Rum, the text is he's feeling much better slowly but surely, and he got good results. So, Steve, we are thinking about you. Gubba Rum, Gubba Gold, Gubba Silver. Check it out. Absolutely delicious.
At a liquor store near you.
At a liquor store near you.
And if not, call us. We'll make sure it's there.
So you can check it out at Boca Liquors and other liquor stores near you here and in Boston. I believe it's in Florida and in Boston.
Yes.
What did I
in
say?
Vegas,
It's wicked
soon to
smooth.
be Vegas, Hawaii,
And Hawaii.
California.
So all that's opening up also.
I didn't want to bother Steve because I know that he's recuperating.
I
but-
did. I checked in with him just to see how he was feeling.
Okay.
He said he walked 0.57 miles.
Oh.
I think he walked more than you today. I
Really?
know, that was so not nice.
Really? I didn't stumble when I walked.
Payback is not nice. I know. We do so much, I have to tell you, in the theater. I want people to know that the Brooklyn Cafe Theater is open. We are a mini art gallery, and we house about 6 artists currently, from the colored pencil artists to the artwork of Amy Reshevsky, Barbara Silver, Max Lazega, and beautiful fine photography of Alan Benowitz, and more to come. Oh, and Gina Presser. So come on down. If you want directions, just always give us a call. You can look us up on the website at brooklyncafe.tv. Our doors are always open when we're not here at WWNN. And take a look around. Everything you ever see on our set is for sale. And if you ever want a commission piece, the artists that we work with are always more than happy to help you do that also.
Also want to thank Jody for letting us do this from the only talk radio station in South Florida. No,
WWNN.
in Boca.
In Boca,
But
South
also
Florida.
the only talk, I think, in South Florida, no? That's interesting. South Florida. I don't know. I'm from the Bronx. I don't know what South Florida means. You guys have a tri-county?
Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties considered tri-county.
That's going south and going north.
Well,
So why do
depending
they
which
call it
direction you're
South
driving.
Florida?
Because it's south and there's central
South
Florida.
of what?
South of central.
And where does that begin?
I'm not sure. I was just thinking back. I know Orlando's considered
You
central
don't know
Florida.
either. You just say South
Tampa's
Florida. We
Central
don't know.
Florida.
Tampa's in central Florida, but that's west. That's-
Tampa's on the west side.
but it's still central. It's still in the middle of the state.
It is not.
Where
It's
is
over
it?
by the water. Remember the Tampa?
Do you remember when you and I were trying to figure out what feng shui color to paint the door? And you said if
No.
we're looking in the studio versus looking out the studio?
And you still painted it red. Well, now it's like multicolored red. It has
Now it's
red
just-
and gray and black. So what you do? Paint it every color?
I didn't finish it. It was really hot out, and I was doing it between shows in my white mini skirt. And I'm thinking, here I am in a warehouse district with car people across the street. I'm in a white mini skirt, painting a step
So
red.
why'd you paint it red?
Because that was the color we needed for feng shui. And actually, we've got a great feng shui specialist. We've got V that does all of our feng shui and crystals.
I know of a local feng shui specialist in this building.
Really?
Yes,
In the building?
in the building.
Oh,
You're gonna be shocked to find out who it is.
really?
Yes.
She knows your good friend that used to work here in this room.
Who? Oh, you know
Okay,
Leslie
me.
Jock? Leslie?
I don't know him personally.
She knows of him.
You know of him? I'll take you downstairs. He's on the second floor.
Really?
Piece of cake.
Okay.
It's a cake, I gotta tell you.
Have you ever met him?
No.
He doesn't say much. Yeah, and then he'll say something, and you know, and that's it. That's it. It won't say nothing else. Well, there's a lot of news coming out of Haiti right now. I would like to know how. I should have had Leslie come up, but I
We
don't
can
know.
do that another day this week. It's only Wednesday, which means we still got
You know, I thought today was Friday.
2 more days left to go.
Wow, unless Jody throws us out of here, maybe we're doing again this tomorrow.
Gonna need a cot. 4 hours a day. And then I go home and go out for dinner, and they wonder why I sit there and I just shake my head. Don't you have anything to say? Nope.
You're a good sport.
Rewind
I
the
wanna
past 4
push it.
hours.
I want to push it as hard as I can until she says I can't do this no more. Because she never says no. 6 years doing this, she never said no. And I'm pushing it.
Because you're usually right, and as much as tired as I may get and got to get another cup of coffee, you always do it for a reason. So you
There's
got to
always a
trust
reason.
in your
Make it happen.
partner.
Always a
You
reason.
got to trust. And hey, you're sitting here right with me, so we got to go. We got to do what we got to do.
That's right. You got a podcast playing out there, they got to find the podcast. Easier to find a radio station on the air than it is a podcast. And when you add cameras and you go video and you do radio vision, that's easier to find than a podcast. Been doing this 15 years. Trust me on this. Trust me. Come here, get yourself a show on the radio and get it done. You're not going to regret it.
And if we can help you promote your business here at WNN or through Comcast or both, always reach out to us at 866-224-5422. Ready to wrap it up?
I'm ready to wrap it up,
Have
Batman.
a great evening, everyone. Tune
Want
in
to thank
tonight.
our
Thank you to
surprise
OK Me
guest.
for sitting here
Thank
with
you
us.
for having me,
I get
guys.
to
You
now
know, I
go-
thought her name was okay.
That works too.
I thought it was
yeah,
okay.
that works too.
Like
Oh,
the clothing
okay.
line.
I am okay.
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 Guapa.
And there's her new logo. Okay. Check it out. Check out Sarah Spiritual tonight, airing live right here in WNN at 6 o'clock. And we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And do me a favor, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Brooklyn Cafe After Hours, where all truth is mentioned on Real Radio.
Join us next time as we get to highlight our community, share some ideas, and always a little bit of hope on WWNN Real Talk Radio.
And as always, don't be late.
The opinions expressed on the